to tutorial 4, using control structures. We will be using if else, and switch statements. The objective will be to learn if statements, if else statements, refactoring, and switch statements. Alright, first I want to introduce the if decision statement. You should have your Visual C# loaded and starting a new project. Here's the code we will be learning from. So basically, control that right line. Would you prefer a cup 1, a cup 2, a cup 3? Using the string user value to read to the console and to use the if statement for user if the value is 1. And then we will console write, you want $1, and we will read that to the console, and the solution will print out to the screen. Okay, and also this will be the result of our if statement example. To dissect the code of the if statement, if statements test the condition to see if it's true. If the condition is true, it will execute everything within the code block beneath the line of code. Alright, now I will introduce the else, if, and else statement code. So basically the same code, but here we have else if and else decision statements. If the condition is true, the code will jump to the else if condition. If each of the conditions aren't true, then the code will use the else condition and print the result to the console window. Another strategy to have a reasonable code is cleaning up your code, which is called refactoring. We're able to remove a lot of code. Okay, we also created a message string. The message string holds an empty string and adds it to each message that should write to your screen. A tip with refactoring is if you have one line of code, you're able to remove your curly braces. Alright, this is our switch statement. To evaluate these lines of code, we will be defining cases. Within the switch statement, the user value can only be one true statement. Also, if none of the cases are true, then the default statement will begin to run. You can see that we have a break. We have a break, which is a break statement, which jumps to the next code block while the code is running. The difference between the switch and if statement is the switch statement, only one statement can be true. For the if statement, one or more blocks of code are true. Alright, an overview of this tutorial would be we wrote if, else, and switch statement lines of code. We executed true statements, case statements, defined the else conditions and the default conditions when the statements were not true. We also learned how to make code readable through refactoring and tips through refactoring as well. So, alright, see you in the next video, our last tutorial.